practice every day. The town is full of predator, don't turn a little prey. I flip $1 million out of nothing, make them feel a certain way. Hoping that the switch.
What's good, y'all? Fisk Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fisk. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, hit that sub button. We about 10 days from training camp, man. Training camp's open next weekend, baby. The dry spell is almost over. The drought is almost over. This July from hell is almost over. We about to have nothing but hard hitting, raw ass NFL content coming real soon, man. So hit that sub button, join this Fisk Unit army, get Fisk Unit tough, and stay in the loop. You understand? With that being said, shout out to my guy Joe Judge for doing the podcast with Shrakes and McVay. I actually like the podcast because you get the opinions of experts. You know, it's one thing for us to listen to podcasts like mine, you know, Bulletproof Giants. You listen to my Giants podcast, you get my opinion, you get my boy Boogie opinion, and other Giants content creators' opinions. If you listen to Giants Insider podcast, my favorite Giants podcast, you get the insight of the Giants beat reporters. You know what I'm saying? Chris Visignano, Jerry Foley. You get their insight. But when you listen to the Flying Coach, when you listen to McVay and Schrager, whatever, I call him Shrakes, but whatever, you get real athletes and coaches' opinions. Every now and again, you get that from, you know, a beat reporter can get a legend to come on or something. But every week, they're bringing on current coaches and they get them to open up. You get to really. That's the first time I've heard Joe Judge talk for 90 minutes. That's basically what I'm trying to say. The first time I've heard him talk for like 90 straight minutes. And I'm just sitting back like, I love this guy. Not like I didn't already love him, but it's nice to see him talk about hardships and taking risk. And you know, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Judge came off as just like me. Just like everybody listening to this video. We've all gone to interviews. When Joe just spoke about his interview with Nick Sabin, how they left him, and they said, I think they told him to draw up a play, and as soon as he starts drawing up a play, they left him in there for like 25 minutes to see if he would sit down, and he didn't do it. And I feel like we've all been in that and been in that one interview where you know we're being tested. And we gotta but we gotta keep our composure. We know the boss is testing us, but we gotta keep our composure. And it was cool to see Joe Judge speak on an experience like that. Like, those are the kind of stories that get me excited. When he talked about meeting Belichick, and Belichick is freaking changing clothes or whatnot mid interview because he has somewhere better to be. That's dope. Like Bill Belichick is literally changing clothes and interviewing Joe Judge at the same damn time. That's dope to me. Like, I love getting stories like that. And you know, when he speaks on Julian Edelman, and he talks about how Julian Edelman came in from being, I think that was that the PED pop that Julian Edelman, I don't know what Julian Edelman was out for, but when Julian Edelman came in, I think this is at the beginning of the 2018 season, he wrote on a board, winning is fun, okay? And that's where I want to start this video at. When Joe Judge preached, winning is fun, Julian Edelman wrote it on the board. But when Joe Judge says, winning is fun, that's all I care about. I don't care about having the locker room where people are all loosey-goosey and talking shit. We had that locker room with Jack Rabbit and Landon Collins and Odell Beckham. Remember how cocky the 2017 or 2016 Giants, the boat trip Giants were? We had that locker room. It didn't work. We had the relaxed coach and Pat Shermer, who was a super players coach. All the players loved him. We didn't win. You know who we won with? Bill Parcells, Tom Coughlin, and now we got Joe Judge. Winning is fun. Disciplining players, setting a standard, playing to a standard, and getting W's on the schedule, getting championships, division titles. That's fun. As a fan, that's fun. Being able to walk around with my head up high knowing I'm a Giants fan is fun. And when he says being in New England those 8 years was the best 8 years of his life, it's because they were winning. We don't play to lose. And that's the attitude he's bringing to the Giants. Winning is fun. We're going to bust our ass at practice. We're going to bust our ass at camp. And we're going to win. And celebrating after a victory on the plane, celebrating in the locker room after victories at the stadium, that's when we have our fun. Not playing stupid games in the locker room in between practices and film session. Not being able to go on social media and do dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Not taking it easy on during practices and what these other teams do that allegedly are fun. No, the Giants are going to have fun by winning. Our culture is going to be based upon results. Our culture is going to be based on winning. And that's what I want to hear. And it's just like when Joe Judge talked about his first start at a D3 school and how he had to clean the field, he had to wash the jerseys, he had to be multiple coordinators, he had to do everything at this D3 school who I can't even remember the name of. That shows humility. That shows he's earned his stripes. That shows that there's nothing on this team that he can't do or he doesn't know. So all you people out there who criticize Joe Judge for taking over the offensive line coaching duties in the middle of the season, basically, shut up. Judge is qualified. Okay? And then it's just like when he talked about Daniel Jones and how Daniel Jones is the leader of the team and how the players respond to Daniel Jones. That might deserve its own video because he's the leader of our team. He's the general. Like, they follow Daniel Jones in the war. When he talk, they listen. When he say come work out, they come out. Little things like that, man. And one of the things, and my favorite quote of the entire podcast, what got me most excited about Joe Judge the entire podcast, is when Judge talked about, I prepare for next week's opponent the Thursday before we play them. Let that sink in. The Thursday before. So most people on a Thursday, most coaches are laser focused on who they're playing on Sunday. Our coach Joe Judge on a Thursday is already getting chop ups of next week's opponent. Most coaches prepare for 5 or 6 days. Joe Judge got a whole 8 to 10 day preparation period for the next opponent. That's how well prepared and tactical our head coach Joe Judge is. That on a Thursday before the game, the next week's game I should say, he's already working on them. He already scouting them. He already putting in the work. He already thinking of medieval ways to torture your ass. So, Giants fans, we in good hands, man. We got the guy. Joe Judge is special. Judge is special. Shit like this don't grow on trees. They don't grow on trees, man. So, all in all, I love how when Sean Mcvay says something good about the Giants, he loses credibility. Ain't that something? Sean Mcvay says, I don't care what anybody tells you, the Giants are coming. Joe Judge has got something special down there. Now all of a sudden, Sean Mcvay don't know what he's talking about. Sean Mcvay team who's literally the favorites in the NFC besides the Bucks. Other than the Bucks, who's gonna pick against the Rams? He don't know what he's talking about. The boy wonder who got the Cincinnati coach a job, who got LaFleur a job. The boy wonder who's literally got multiple coaches, and the guy with the Chargers got him a job. Everybody want that McVay magic in the NFL, but because he said something nice about Joe Judge and the Giants, now he gets critiqued. I'm telling you, man, the Giants could solve world hunger, and they would complain that we took too damn long. We can't do no damn right. I tell you, we can't do no right. We can't. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fisk Vegas, and I approve this message.